Hey y'all, what's up? Hope you're doing well. It's John with Be Superfly, and in this video I just wanted to show how I made this custom header navigation area for this client site that we're working on. And a couple special things about it is it's all built in the theme builder, and then on when I come down, I still wanted the fixed menu, and it kind of rearranges itself. It gets rid of these guys here and comes down quite nicely. And then on tablet and mobile, here's our tablet view. So we still have these guys on tablet with a nice drop down menu here, a couple highlighted buttons. And then on mobile, we ditched the phone numbers because there's another place on the site they can get that. And we still have the nice menu with the call to action button. So I'm just going to show how it was made and just show some of the ideas and concepts and the code. So it's not going to be a long let's rebuild this video, but just show you some things, because a lot of this can be done with CSS, and it's not super hard CSS at all. So easy stuff to start with is these highlight buttons. So if I go to the menu, I can see that my showrooms and design sessions, I've given them each their own CSS class. Showrooms button, CSS class for the showrooms, session button for the design sessions. And so then I'm just using, and I don't need this screen anymore, I'm just using CSS to style those. And so those will be up, design session menu item right here. Here's the li dot session button, a little bit of styling on hover. Same with the showroom. So that's these two guys right here. Drop down, I like super simple, clean drop downs. So that code is not much, very simple. And then let's go ahead and look at, because we'll get to the main part of this, which is the getting this to catch. Because a lot of times when you use a theme builder header, you don't get the fixed header that you want, that you have with the default Divi one. So I'm going to go ahead and check out this global header here. And so you'll see we got a few things going on in here. First off, these are the mobile option here. So this guy, let me go ahead and go to layer here so we can see. But this first section here, this guy, you can see that it's turned off for tablet and desktop. So that's our mobile menu. This next one right here, this is our tablet menu. And then, so that would be, that would be this whole guy right here. And then this one here is obviously our desktop menu. And they're all just using the menu from WordPress menu, so it's not like I have to update in 3 different spots the menu. It all comes from the WordPress menu. But then you see this one that's kind of hidden here. I don't see it anywhere. If I open it up and look at it, it's only on desktop as well. And if I look at the position, you'll notice that it's fixed. And if I look at the class, it has the ID of blinds header and the class is fixed. If I look at this one, blinds header not fixed. And so you can see on this last one here, because it's fixed, technically it's probably hanging out up here. And I'll actually I'm going to remove the class for a second here, or this blinds header. And you can see it hanging out up there. So that's my fixed menu. When I scroll, if I cut that and I change the position to default, it's hanging out down here now, like where it normally would. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back to fixed because it's my scrolled menu, and I'm gonna go back up and re-add this blinds header ID. Okay, great. I'm gonna go ahead and X out of here though, and I'm not gonna worry about saving anything, and we'll go back here and see how this works. So by default, my blinds header dot scrolled, and okay, let me talk about how they get the scrolled. Yeah. All right. So now that we have those menus there, how can I tell this? Hey, after I've scrolled so much, bring this hidden navigation in, and get rid of this other one, hide it. So I'll show you how that's done. There's a little bit of jQuery here that basically says, hey, go in, and if at 80, and this is the number you can just play around and set, but for me, it was like, let's just have fun. We'll change it to 180 for a second, and we'll see what happens. Here we go. So yeah, now it's happening way too late. But let's see what happens here. Let me go ahead and come into this header here. Blinds header, this is what I want. And you'll see as I scroll, right now it says not fixed. And as I scroll down and it comes to that 180 point, it's added this scrolled on here. And you can see that blinds header dot scrolled, the opacity is 0. So whatever has the blinds header scrolled, it's going to be hidden. And then this one, this is the one that's our fixed position one. Blinds header dot fixed, its opacity is 0 to start with, so it's already hidden. It's hanging up there, but it's you can't see it. And so yeah, when something gets scrolled, we're going to hide it. When something gets fixed, we're going to, the blinds header dot fixed by default's already hidden at the start. And then if something has the fixed and scrolled, it's going to be, so when this hidden one gets scrolled added to it, we're going to make it visible. So let me go back here and just say, go back to 80 here. But once my scroll position hits 80, blinds header not fixed, we're going to add the class scrolled. Blinds header fixed, we're going to add the class scrolled. So, and then otherwise, we're going to remove those classes. All right, let me save this. I do keep hitting Shift refresh, and it's messing with my Loom video settings. But all right, let me refresh this page, and then we'll take one last look here at inspect element, and come on up to blinds header. All right, so here's the one that's invisible right now. My fixed one, blinds header dot fixed is 0, and here is the blinds header that is just on by regular default. As I scroll down and hit that 80, now this blinds header, the default one, gets the class scroll added to it, which makes the opacity 0. There it is if I toggle that on or off. And in this blinds header, its CSS says, hey, when blinds header dot fixed gets the scrolled added to it, become 1. Otherwise, it's going to fall back to this. And then it's just a matter of dialing in that 80 where it's pretty close to where you want. So that works for me. So yeah, that's how I made this menu right here. And that's how you can kind of get around when you want a unique header, because it's really kind of hard to do this header using a default one, because up here you have this logo and this section here are all in this row right here, and then the actual menus in this row, which is kind of nice, because then when I come down here, I don't have to worry about, normally this would run into the logo, and then you got to make things super small or trigger the mobile menu sooner, but I don't have to do that. And by the time it triggers to the mobile nav, the contact info is not getting in the way. I move it down here. If I wanted to on mobile, I could have, put the contact info under here, but then that would have extended this header down here, and I just don't think it's worth it. So I think that's a good compromise. But thanks for watching this, and hopefully this gave you some ideas on how to get a little creative with the theme builder for the header area, throw in a little bit, not much JavaScript, and a little bit of CSS, which makes this all possible. All right, y'all. Cheers.